Alright guys, due to a user request, I'm going to do a mock Asrock unboxing. This is the box it comes in. Kind of like ripped this thing already. I don't really even think they need this. Pretty sturdy box right here. Seats. Board is underneath. Comes in this nice foam package. It's actually zip tied to all the motherboard holes on the outside edge. Back to the side. Oh, SATA cables again. Kind of a flimsy back plate. It's got an SLI bridge. Give you a couple screws for the M2s. More SATA cables. Software setup guide. With an addendum to the memory showing you, basically saying use the outside DIMMs. This comes in a case. I don't know what I did with it. Little paper thing. Your manual. These, which I've already opened and used. And then it comes with this. I can only think of one thing to do with this thing. Dear Asrock, I buy my computer parts at Newegg, Micro Center, and Fry's. I do not buy them at Hallmark. Please include like a screwdriver or something I will actually use. Anyway. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a Foxconn socket, like all the other boards. It's pretty sturdy. I like the fact that their cover doesn't actually cover the heatsink on this board. I like the fact that the M2 is above. It's Ultra, or there's one down here, which doesn't get in the way of my #1 card, which is pretty much what most people are going to be running, is one card on these boards. It's got plenty of SATA. As you can see, the cover is not, it's not on the bottom slot on this board. They do have this one anchored. It's not just something that they toss on. If you look right there, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see at this point there's an anchor there. They actually only have it anchored in 2 spots. The front top slot, actually it is anchored in 4 spots. 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have power. I mean, you could probably solder your own in, or just put power switches on the headers from another case. I mean, I can't really complain about that. I cheaped out on the board. I could have got the Fatality. I really don't want to pay for a name just to have power and reset buttons. It's an overclocking board. It would be convenient, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. It's me being cheap. The board is like really clean underneath. There's like no spots on it. It's not sticky. They've got this funky back plate. I actually had to swap it just to do testing before. some people want me to do testing again, so I'm gonna have to swap it again. It's the IO. I mean, for 24/7 use, I'm not going to use this, but for benching purposes, I don't have a cable up in this room anymore, so the Wi-Fi comes in handy. Of course, when you go over 120 ref clock or go up to 120 ref clock, at least certain ref clocks, it drops. It doesn't work. The Bluetooth doesn't work, so kind of sucks, but whatever. I just drop my overclock down so I can use it again. That's like a clear CMOS button. I've used that quite a bit. All in all, I mean, it's a pretty decent board for the money. I really don't have many complaints about it, except for the BIOS functionality is still, it's not up to snuff. Really don't have any other, I mean, it's a board, and for what I use them for, I overclock with them. It does the job. I've yet to use a board that can't get my 1700 to 3.9. Some of them have to be driven a certain way to do it, but I haven't had a problem with it. I haven't even taken the plastic off this yet. Look at this. Shows you how much I actually install my boards. I like the heat sinks on them. This one's actually very, very sharp. I actually almost cut myself on the edge on it right here. So you gotta be careful of that when handling it. And I've got like mechanic fingers, so if I want to slice my finger, I'm sure I could slice someone with softer hands' fingers. Anyway, that's pretty much the board. That's pretty much my thoughts on the board. And I get it on the bench and I'll show you some temps and everything with the infrared later.